Welcome back, Adventurous Ones, for another episode of the Toy Review. On this episode, we're going to be checking out now, as part of Motu Week, the movie version of Man-at-Arms from the Amazon exclusive 4-pack. Welcome to the Toy Review. It's time we get started. Welcome back, Adventurous Ones, for a new episode of the Toy Review. I'm your host, as always, the master of all multiverses, and the reason why they've turned into absolute and total shitfest. I'm not sorry for it in this universe, but you're welcome. Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Show, in your house, at your service. I don't know if that sounded right. Either way, we got our unboxing and review goodies we're going on right now and stuff with these new core class movie figures. And with the you already seen yesterday our review of He-Man and Skeletor. Now we're checking out Man-at-Arms. So let's get this guy out of this bubble, see what his figure is all about, and tell you a little backstory about who is playing Man-at-Arms. Alright, first things first, we're going to move that out of the way. Oh, that's good, I got it backwards. First things first, after that, we're going to get this stuff popped out of the packaging. Here's his mace, which is beautifully detailed. I love it. I love it. Here's his weapon, his blaster, which got a little bent, but it's made of like a rubber kind of substance. So you probably could easily just crease it out like that, and then just put it back like that, or stick it in a if necessary, stick it in a little thing in the freezer, and it'll sit and put it back to normal like that. Okay, now for Man-at-Arms himself. Now, Man-at-Arms casting became the most biggest controversy among people that like to cry woke crap, okay? And that's because Man-at-Arms is supposed to be white, okay? And the casting of Man-at-Arms had a black man playing him. And that black man is none other than Idris Elba, who was rumored to be Daniel Craig's replacement as the next James Bond. So, but now, okay. Oh crap! Is he still strapped down? Yeah. Oh crap! Hang on, guys. He is strapped down. I thought I unstrapped all these, but I guess I did not. Okay, hang on. Cutting here. There we go. There, I got it. Got a leg free. And we'll get this leg free. Whoops, that didn't work. Come on. Hang on. Got it on this side. There we go. God almighty. I thought I unstrapped these guys. He was in there tight nonetheless, even if without the straps. Alright. Goatman, we'll see you tomorrow. There we go. And scissors. Thank you. Now, here he is, Idris Elba, as Man-at-Arms. Which, by the way, no matter what anyone says, okay, about, oh, Man-at-Arms is, he Masters of the Universe now is woke because it's a black man playing Man-at-Arms. Piss off, you little bastards. Anyways, the casting of Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms was perfect. He nailed the character down, you know, as Duncan, okay, who's literally, you know, trying to keep Prince Adam safe. Trying to teach him everything he needs to know about combat and stuff like that. Just when he was just a little kid. I mean, it's fascinating how the movie turns out and stuff. Okay, especially with Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms. And a lot of people's biggest thing was that it's not going to make sense that a black Man-at-Arms is the father of Tila, who is white. And I was like, how would that not make sense? You know, it's because Tila is white and Man-at-Arms is black. No, it's because maybe he adopted her and that's how it was. No, I don't know. Anyways, people like to bitch. That's all it is to it. Anyways, he's got removable arm plating here and stuff like that, so he can you can move these up and down on his arm. They are very loose, by the way. His elbow articulation is just like so, goes all the way up to that point, and that's it. You know, just up to there. Torso articulation goes all the way around on that 360. Same thing with his head. Can look up about that far, down about that far, all the way around in the 360 and back again. Leg articulation allows him to spread apart about that far, unlike where He-Man and Skeletor could do it more and stuff. He can only spread about that far apart because of the armor plating pieces on his upper thigh area and stuff. And that's not too bad of a deal and stuff. You know, it's a pretty much a regular thing for him. And there you go, just like that. And like I said, these shoulder platings of his have a little trouble staying up on him and stuff, but not too bad. Now we're gonna turn his arm so he's facing that way. Got that. And now I mentioned something about his blaster having a holster here and stuff, but I don't see one. But I think this is where it goes. So I'm looking. Yeah, there's a slot here. That's what I thought. Okay, there's a slot here. It allows you to push that right there onto him. Yep, just like so. Now, if this is an issue for since this is supposed to be for younger kids and stuff like that, if this is an issue with the blaster, just don't use the blaster. Okay, just keep it to yourself or whatever. Now, he does have a trigger finger, so if you do want to use the blaster, again, made of like a plastic type rubber, you can put that in his hand here and go like that. I could see Idris Elba as the next James Bond. I literally could. I mean, he is British. He would fit right in as the next James Bond and stuff. And he's pretty much got that mannerism where he could be James Bond. Anyways, right now he's Man-at-Arms, and there he is with his blaster in his hand. And you can see where it's curving. The blaster is curving a bit and stuff because it's that rubber plastic, and it makes it a little harder to deal with and stuff. So, let's put his mace in his hand. We're going to open up his hand here. Pry it up and get it. Yeah, just like that. Bring that just like that. Almost got it. Almost got it. Almost got it. Almost. There it goes. I knew I'd get it. There you go. Mace in hand, gun it ready. Man-at-Arms is ready for action, baby. All right, now we're gonna put his hand down like so. Oh, I forgot to also mention the fact that the shoulder plating is here and stuff. He can go up about that far with his arm section here and stuff, but you would have to put the shoulder plating back in place each time. So when you move his arm, it goes from there. Anyways, leg articulation is also the same as the other two here. It only goes up about yay far and down again. That's because this is a $10.99 figure, okay, meant for the kids and stuff, meant for younger ones and stuff. Okay, so it's got some articulation to it, it's got some nice detailing to it and everything, but it's more along the lines of it's you know, it is what it is for kids kind of deal. Now, here he is with He-Man. And as you can see, He-Man comes up a little on the short side to Man-at-Arms here. Or is it vice versa? It might be vice versa. Hang on a second. No, it is exactly what I said. Here's Idris Elba's Man-at-Arms. Here is our He-Man. He's just a hair taller than He-Man. How you like them apples? Alright, and let's see you over there. And now with the arch enemy known as Skeletor. And again, you can see a little bit of the difference here and stuff. Where Skeletor's got a hood on and stuff, you put them back to back like this, Skeletor comes out on top. He is literally the taller one. And now, put him back over there, and put Idris Elba's Man-at-Arms back together here, and let's finish this review. Okay, for a $10.99 figure, this isn't half bad. Okay, yes, there's little hang-ups here and there and stuff, such as the shoulder arm things keep coming off and stuff, and you have to keep readjusting them to put them back up on his arm and stuff. Okay, that's a bit of a hang-up, but not too bad of a hang-up. And but at least they also got it where the arm articulation allows the shoulder padding to come off if you want it off. So there you go on that. Now in the case of the gun, I think it should have been made, instead of a rubbery plastic, it should have been made you know, a little more on the hard side of plastic, and went from there. Because the way it's curving right now, it kind of throws off the momentum of like he's trying to hold his blaster like that and stuff, and you can see where the gun is curving. So it's like, yeah. Now, like I said, there's a solution to getting this problem fixed and stuff. Is that you straighten it out the way you want it, put it in a little thing in the freezer and stuff like that. Not for too long though, by the way. Maybe about 5 minutes, maybe less. Okay, and it should freeze it enough to straighten out the plastic exactly where it needs to be. So, yeah, that's a tip for you all to try if necessary. Anyways, great articulation to them. It's the same as them and stuff. It's the same to be expected for a $10.99 figure. But is it worth that $10.99 to begin with? Yeah. If you were able to get your hands on it in the single carded thing, or if you get it in this 4-pack like we're reviewing right now, okay, it's worth it. You know, just in the case of the parts, like the small gun and stuff like that, I would take the small gun away from the kids. You know, I wouldn't let my son or daughter play with it if they're too small, and you worry about them suddenly choking on that thing. Anyways, let's hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below, Adventurous Ones. Is this one that you'll be picking up for yourselves when you find it in your store for $10.99? Or is it one of those that you would rather get it in this Amazon 4-pack along with the additional figures? And let's hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss on anything we have coming up on this channel in 2026. There's always more on the way. You never know what's going to be on the channel unless you hit the bell and set it to all. And make sure you go see the movie. I mean, seriously, go see the movie. We got to see it ahead of time for a special screening. It was awesome. It was freaking awesome. The action, adventure, all of it, it was freaking awesome. It was It felt like Travis Knight took the He-Man comics and literally brought them to life. You know, took the cartoon, took the comics, took the action figures, and just said, "Bam! Here is a movie with them all in live action," and it was perfectly well done. Anyways, let's hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And until the next unboxing, till the next, I could make a damn good James Bond review. Peace out. May the force be with all of you. And every last one of y'all have a safe, lovely, and beautiful week out there. Take care of yourselves, your family, your friends, your pets, loved ones in general. And be smart out there, people. Don't listen to stupid idiots and don't do stupid shit, okay? Don't do stupid things that are going to get you badly hurt or 6 feet in the ground forever, alright? Use the brains in your heads, people. They're there for more than zombies to munch on, alright? Get home safely to the people that love and care about you the most, alright? Every single chance you have. Because we don't live in safe times anymore. No matter what anyone tells you, we do not live in safe times anymore. Anything can happen day in, day out. So every chance you have, use those chances wisely. You let the people in your life know how much you love and care for them in return. Until then, take care. God bless to all of you out there. Please remain safe. We'll see you all later.